this week's What Are Your Rights segment, does a police officer have the right to search your cell phone? A recent ruling by the Supreme Court says not so fast on this one. That decision comes as a unanimous ruling that police may not search the cell phones of criminal suspects upon arrest without a warrant. And here to discuss the ruling in more detail and your rights regarding the search and seizure of your cell phone, attorney and partner Paul Harding of the law firm Martin, Harding & Mazzotti. Paul, always good to have you with us.
Hi, Liz. Always good to be here.
Really interesting. We were talking about this a little bit during the break because this has kind of big impact on a lot of things. We all think of the Fourth Amendment, you know, the right for you not to have or to be protected against search and seizure, I guess. And now all of a sudden your cell phone looks safe.
Yeah, it does, and it's new. Historically, what happened is they would arrest you, as you say, without a warrant, and they could search your person. They find the cell phone. They could go through the cell phone, or they were going through the cell phone, and they would find things. It could lead to additional charges, additional arrests. And so the Supreme Court came down and said, nope, can't do that. That needs a warrant to get a look at that.
And I know that in the past, too, one of the things that they were able to do is as you say, is do that immediately. Can they still search anything else on your person at the moment of, you know, arrest or confrontation or meeting up with somebody?
You mentioned confrontation. I mean, the whole search and seizure came about, you know, when the British soldiers, Revolutionary War, were just knocking down doors. You know, they're going in and searching colonists for no reason at all. It requires probable cause, and when they get the probable cause, then they'd have the ability to go in and search what they call wingspan search. They have you empty your pockets. There's something in there that's not good. You could get charges, or if you have a gun or something dangerous around you. But the cell phone, they may see it, is now off limits.
And I was asking you before we went on because I thought that was interesting. Is any of this retroactive then? I mean, for anybody who has been stopped and has had their cell phone searched?
There was a case that sort of made the news maybe about a year ago. I think it was a Verizon employee. And what happened is, if he had pled guilty, and I don't know what happened with that case, he pled guilty under the current law, and he's nothing he can do. If your case is pending, it could throw out the entire case. So if they went through your cell phone and then they found other things, the entire arrest may not be appropriate based on the new rule, which is Supreme Court recently.
All right, very interesting, and clearly, you know, that this affects a lot of people.
It sure does, and you know, the technology is changing. Courts move slow, but now your phone is protected as well as your computer and probably beyond that.
All right, real interesting stuff. Thank you, Paul. And if you have a question for anyone from Martin, Harding & Mazzotti, email them to whatareyourrights. It's cbs6albany.com, and we'll be talking again next week.